Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to BOOOOOMcast. It's your boy Mark and your boy Grizz. This is our new series, Unparalleled Truths, where we're going to be bringing you theories and conspiracies such as the Mandela Effect,
the moon landings,
Roswell,
and 9/11.
For this episode, we're going to be talking about Area 51.
So stay tuned.
So as the title of the video suggests, this episode is about Area 51, Paradise Ranch, Groom Lake, or simply the ranch. However, it's officially known as the Nevada Test and Training Range.
Now, Area 51 was acquired by the US Air Force in 1955, but wasn't publicly acknowledged by the CIA till 2013.
The base's first known use was to house the U-2 spy plane, which had reconnaissance missions over the Soviet Union, otherwise known as modern-day Russia.
The base is also owned by the US federal government, and the purpose of the base now is currently unknown.
Historically, the US government have gone on record as saying that it is used for the development of military aircraft and weaponry.
Now we've got the official facts out of the way, we can move on to the conspiracy theories.
Speculation surrounding Area 51, however, is a lot more sinister than government officials would have you believe.
The moon landing.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Conspiracy theorists believe that the moon landings were faked and was shot at Area 51.
Conspiracy theorists note that the waving of the flag isn't true with physics on the moon. The physics on the moon and the fluttering of the flag is another reason that conspiracy theorists cite that the moon landings were faked.
Another piece of evidence shows that the absence of the stars and the sun in the video shows that the moon landings were in fact not real.
The last reason stated by conspiracy theorists is the way that the astronauts move on the moon. They say it seemed like the footage was shot on Earth and sped up.
There are a lot of inconsistencies in the video of the moon landing, but that's another video for another day.
Another theorized use of Area 51 is the Roswell link and alien autopsies. Others speculate that the 1947 UFO crash at Roswell was transported to Area 51.
Headline edition, July 8, 1947. The Army Air Forces has announced that a flying disc has been found and is now in the possession of the Army.
Another theory of Area 51 is that alien autopsies have been carried out and studied on,
as well as the reverse engineering of their technology.
But Roswell is another video for another day. Another theory of Area 51 is HAARP weather manipulation.
It is theorized the technology used by HAARP was either invented or discovered or even possibly reverse engineered at Area 51.
It was also theorized at Area 51 that there are machines in development that are capable of time travel and teleportation. Energy weapons, warp drives and spacecrafts capable of traveling at the speed of light are said to be in development at Area 51.
Area 51's in-house security are known as Camo Men. It is their job to escort you away if you get within the perimeter of Area 51.
Let me see your hands. Put your hands up. Put your fucking hands up. I'm not going to tell you again. Right. Turn around.
So the makers and creators of Independence Day were offered a hand by the US military to help with set designs and costumes.
However, the US military pulled out once the scriptwriters wouldn't remove any references to Area 51.
David!
I don't know.
Area 51, right? Area 51. You knew then, and you did nothing.
Sir, regardless of what you may have read in the tabloids, there have never been any spacecraft recovered by our government. Take my word for it, there's no Area 51. There's no recovered spaceship.
Excuse me, Mr. President. That's not entirely accurate. What?
In 1997, Coast to Coast AM, which was a radio station, got a call from a guy claiming to be an ex-employee of Area 51. He sounded distressed. You can hear his phone call here.
You're on the air. Hello.
Hello, Art.
Yes.
Hi. I don't have a whole lot of time.
Well, look, let's begin by finding out whether you're using this line properly or not.
Area 51.
Yeah, that's right. Were you an employee or are you now?
a former employee.
Former employee.
I was let go on a medical discharge about a week ago, and I've kind of been running across the country. Oh man, I don't know where to start. They're gonna they'll triangulate on this position really soon.
So you can't spend a lot of time on the phone, so give us something quick.
Okay. Okay. What we're thinking of as aliens, Art, they're extra-dimensional beings that an earlier precursor of the space program made contact with. They are not what they claim to be. They have infiltrated a lot of aspects of the military establishment, particularly the Area 51.
Actor Dan Aykroyd from the movie Ghostbusters is a firm believer of aliens and Area 51. He even has his own documentary on it. President Obama was the first president to acknowledge Area 51 in a joke he made at an award ceremony.
Now, when you first become president, one of the questions that people ask you is, what's really going on at Area 51? When I wanted to know, I called Shirley MacLaine. I think I just became the first president to ever publicly mention Area 51. How's that,
So, there are a dozen individuals known as the Majestic 12 who are tasked with finding and investigating UFO phenomena. Their existence is known, but unconfirmed.
Area 51 is said to be set mostly underground, using a system of tunnels. The best place to get a view of Area 51 is on a mountain called Tikaboo Peak.
There's a guy named Bob Lazar who claims to have worked in a base close to Area 51 reverse engineering alien tech. He said one of the ships was made of element 115. 13 years later, that same element was discovered and is now known as ununpentium.
Ununpentium, or element 115. Although most scientists still don't know much about this unique radioactive component, it shares commonalities with plutonium, used in experimental rocket fuels.
Element 115 has its own lore in UFO history. So this was said to be an element described by a gentleman named Bob Lazar, who claimed to have worked just south of Area 51 on an ET flying saucer.
Employees of Area 51 were told to bury toxic waste. As a result, 2 people died. Their families took it to court, but the case was thrown out due to the government not acknowledging Area 51.
In 2013, once Area 51 was acknowledged by the government, they were told the statute of limitations had run out and they couldn't make the claim again.
A group of Area 51 employees are suing the government, claiming that they have gotten sick from on-the-job exposure to highly toxic chemicals. Rutgers University biochemist Dr. Peter Kahn has studied tissue samples from deceased Area 51 sheet metal worker Robert Frost. Dr. Kahn found levels of dioxin and dibenzofuran never before found in any human.
When I first saw his profile, my reaction is, what on earth has the man been exposed to? So I sent the profile to some colleagues around the country and other countries, and people said, what on earth is this? And I was not in a position really to tell them. Nobody had any idea what this stuff might have been.
And it is unlikely that anybody ever will. Like just about everything else at Area 51, the chemical compounds that workers have been exposed to there are classified.
So those have been some of the biggest facts, theories and conspiracies on Area 51. And that concludes this video.
Thanks for joining us for our new series Unparalleled Truths. Please hit the like button, subscribe, share with your friends, hit the notifications bell, and please leave a comment down below for anything that we may have missed and what you may want to see next. I've been Mark, he's been Grizz, we've been the BOOOOMcast, and until next time,
boom!